Hello everybody and welcome to Hobbyist Fish Keeper. I am Will and today's video is going to be a side-by-side comparison at these two air pumps, which are roughly priced at the same kind of price. First of all though, can I just apologise for disappearing off the scene again. I did come back, I did make a comeback just before Christmas and then disappeared again for another month. There's been lots of changes in the fish room, some exciting updates coming and some exciting new things that will be being started pretty soon, fingers crossed. But yeah, onto the air pumps, side-by-side comparison. Shall we start with design? No, let's start with the cost. Okay, so the Fluval Q.5 and the Boyu S-4000B, bit of a mouthful. Currently priced similarly online. I paid £25 for this, but that was quite a while ago, and I've just found it for $18.99 as the cheapest I've found it. And then the Boyu, I paid £23 for this not so long ago, and it did come with some air tubing and some air stones. I've just found it for £17.45. But that was with no tubing, no air stones. But I also did find it on one website for £49. £49 for this. Ridiculous. So make sure you're not paying anywhere near that. Let's go on to design next then. So we've got the Fluval Q.5. It's lovely. It's black. It's sleek. It's nice design. It's pretty flat, it's quite compact. It does only have one air outlet, but they do a Q series, so you can get, I think there's a Q1 and a Q2.5, something like that. I can't remember, to be honest, but they do have, there's one with two outlets and one with a variable speed on there. And then there's the Boyu. Now they do various different S series, but this is the 4 outlets with a variable air control on that, high and low. What else is the power? Let's see how much it uses. So this one uses 9 watts of power. So this one uses 4.5. So the Fluval wins on this one. I think you can tell in the tone of my voice that already I'm being very biased with the Fluval over the Boyu, but there is a reason for that, which I'll get onto pretty soon. So yeah, the power 4.5 and 9 for the Boyu, so the Fluval wins on that one. What else? Air pump. So this one is rated at 120 litres of air per hour. That's from the one outlet. Now this one is listed at, it says on the back, 4 times 3.2 litres per minute. So that works out at, I did write it down on a piece of paper and cheated, 192 litres per nozzle per hour. Now that's a fantastic statistic, but I think it's complete rubbish, if I'm honest. I did have this with 2 of my, I don't remember whether you remember my little breeder tanks upstairs. I had 2 outlets in each. I had one on a sponge filter, one on an air stone, and on that little small tanks, if it was 192 litres times 2 per tank, I think those fish would be thinking they were in a jacuzzi, to be honest. That is not, I didn't sit there counting bubbles, but that is definitely not the output, I think, in my personal opinion anyway. So noise wise, on the Fluval, it does boast on the website that it's got a dual wall and it has a innovative, if I remember this rightly, innovative arm and diaphragm for ultra quiet performance. Now on this one, there is no blurb whatsoever. I could find very little information on this pump. It didn't even come in a box when I bought it. It just turned up in a random box. It does have some things on the side. or they're just cautions. Operating position, upper the aquarium. Operating without any oil, need not add oil. Amazing English there. Filters clean up regularly. Okay, so that's that one. That's what it says. That's the blurb on the website, and that's no blurb on anywhere that I can find. So I suppose demonstration is in order. We'll do them one at a time. So we've got the Fluval. So this is the Fluval Q.5. Don't know whether you can hear that. I can because I'm sat next to it. Obviously they make less noise when they've got the tube in the water, so I'll just cover up the air hole. I don't know whether that's gone any quieter on the speakers there for you, but there's that one. So I will now plug in, try and do it. So we've got the Fluval being unplugged and then the Boyu being plugged straight in. And you can definitely tell the difference there. It does have more outlets though, so let's do the same as we did with this one and cover them up. And as you can tell, it's still very, very noisy. Which is what I found in use as well. So that's the Fluval back on again, and you can't hear that above the Boyu, you can't hear that at all. So plug the Boyu. I hope this is being picked up on camera just to demonstrate it. But yes, as you can tell, I'm very much leading towards the Fluval. Being a fantastic brand that it is, and a very well-known brand. Boyu obviously is a known brand, but it's a smaller brand. I believe it is a Chinese company. Yeah, what else have we got? Did I cover design? Yes, sleek and black. Looks like a giant pebble. I suppose the other thing to mention is I've had this around about 6 months, and believe it or not, that's the quietest it's ever been. It did have a rattle in there, and I stopped using it. I've had this Fluval for 4 years. 4 years in the tank, and from that point, it's probably been plugged in and unplugged about 3 or 4 times just to clean whatever it is that I've been adding on. The moment it's on the Zis filter. 4 years, never had any mishaps, it's never rattled around, it's never made any more noise than what's just been demonstrated there. And then we have this one that lasted 5 minutes, rattled like hell. I actually purchased 2 of them because I thought they were a good deal at the time. Complete regret, and as far as I'm concerned, can go straight into the bin. So I think there's a lesson to be learned. Yes, sometimes you may pay more for a brand, a very well-known name. Fluval, there's Eheim, there's Seachem, what's the one in America that we don't have over here, or the Aquaclear brand. You may pay more for that kind of brand, but you get what you pay for, in essence, and that's my view on the situation. I will never go for another cheap product like this, or what I thought was cheap, but it's false economy. If you're saving a £5, or you're getting extra goodies like tubing and air stones and things, if it's going to go kaput within 5 minutes, you may as well pay an extra £10, £5, £50 if it's going to last you 4 years. So there we go, my side-by-side comparison with a top brand and a cheapo crappy brand. Always go for the top brand. Thanks for joining me. See you again soon. Cheers.